when this album came out, with the visuals, the videos, man, I'm licking my lips like LL. Now mine was a little bit chapped, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really wearing a lot of chapstick then, so I didn't realize the more you lick your lips, the more chapped and ashy they would be. I would find out the hard way. But yeah, I'm rolling up one leg pants like LL. Couldn't get that laugh down pack, but everything else, man, I'm trying to be like LL.
This is hip hop album debate. Let's get the conversation going. Ain't no time to waste. Yeah, the podcast that I know you've been wanting. They talking real hip hop, got everybody talking. Let's go. Yeah, keep it 100 and stay true. Hosted by my homie Q. Tune in and come through. Yeah, this be the spot, the number one place all day. This is hip hop album debate. Let's go. Hey, yeah.
Welcome to Hip Hop Album Debate, the podcast. This is Q, and this is episode 59, baby. And this debate topic will be LL Cool J best album. All right, but before we get into this debate, you guys be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, so let's get into this, man. That boy LL James Todd Smith, ladies love Cool James. Yeah, that's him. So what was his best album? All right, man, the boy has a hell of a catalog, man. He has a hell of a catalog. I mean, what we got? We got Radio, Bigger and Delfer, Walking with a Panther, Mama Said Knock You Out, 14 Shots to the Dome, Mr. Smith, 10. The boy has a catalog, man. I mean, he has a catalog for real. And man, it just, when I went back and listened to his albums, man, of course you got the nostalgic feeling going on, but at the same time, you can really appreciate LL the way he's transcended throughout his career. Because if you think about it, man, if you really think about it, check this out. Hip hop is not set up for longevity. The reason why I say that is because, think about it, the trends, it changes every 3 to 5 years or something like that. So it's not set up for longevity. Now, does that mean that you can't be in the game for a long period of time? Well, you can. You definitely can, but it's not set up that way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really be somebody special. Being able to find that middle ground in terms of changing with the times, but at the same time being yourself and staying true to yourself. Because, sometimes you can lose your core fans, trying to keep up with the times or whatever. So again, it's not easy. It's a tricky situation. And so that's why I applaud LL. If you look at his first album, Radio, that came out in 1985. 1985, man. And then he's still doing his thing. I mean, not in regards to music, but I mean, you look at, his album 10, that was in 2000 and something. I can't think of the date. Dude still making noise. In fact, I think it was a song from the album. I think "Love You Better" was Grammy nominated. So that says a lot about LL. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it, man. You look at his first 3 albums, man. That was during the B-boy era. Radio, Bigger and Delfer, Walking with a Panther. Mama Said Knock You Out. I guess you could say that was still during that time, because what was on that album? You got The Booming System, Eat 'em Up, L, Chill, Eat 'em Up, L, Chill, Eat 'em Up, L. So I guess that's a B-boy record, because then rappers was rapping about rapping. Like Melly Mel said in Now I think the Art of the Dialogue interview, he hit it on the nail. Rappers was rapping about rapping. Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Run DMC, all of them was rapping about rapping. All right, but then it came a time where they started rapping about something else. They took it to the streets, and you look at LL transcend out of that era into, like into the 90s and still be relevant. Like look at Mr. Smith. Now, Mr. Smith, man, I've always been a fan of LL, but I didn't want to be like LL until that boy dropped that Mr. Smith. Man, what doing it? What else on that album? Hey Lover, featuring Boyz II Men. When this album came out, with the visuals, the videos, man, I'm licking my lips like LL. Now mine was a little bit chapped, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't really wearing a lot of chapstick then, so I didn't realize the more you lick your lips, the more chapped and ashy they would be. I would find out the hard way. But yeah, I'm rolling up one leg pants like LL. Couldn't get that laugh down pack, but everything else, man, I'm trying to be like LL because ladies love Cool James, and this is during my high school years, so I want I want the girls to like me the way they like LL. So Mr. Smith was that was that album when I'm trying to mimic LL, you know what I'm saying? But again, man, you look back at LL, you look at his catalog. Well, just look at his career. If he were to say he was the GOAT, which he came up with that phrase, it would be a fair statement, whether you agree or disagree, because he's put out great music. He's had several beefs, with some high profile rappers throughout the years, such as Ice-T, Kool Moe Dee, Cannabis. Now, if he won or he held his own, one of the two, which would be for another debate. But we can definitely say he put out some quality disc records, to hold his own and represent, his name. But so what was LL best album? My opinion, for me, it came down to 3 albums, and it was kind of tough, but I can only pick one. So for the 3, Walking with a Panther, Mama Said Knock You Out, and Mr. Smith. It came down to those 3 for me, and I had to go with Mr. Smith. That was probably the most influential album to me during my teenage years, because I'm in high school. I was a big fan of LL. My older cousins played all his albums, all his, when they was on cassette. But Mr. Smith did it for me. All right, so let's see what you guys had to say, because I'm just one man doing all that I can. All right, it was no comments via SpeakPipe nor social media, so we're gonna go to the polls and see what you guys had to say in regards to the polls. All right, so he had 13 albums, I think 12 or 13, may have been 14, but anyways, we'll start from the bottom to the top as we usually do in terms of the poll results. Authentic, 0%. Walking with a Panther, 0%. 14 Shots to the Dome, 0%. Now, something's up with that. They should got at least 1 vote. Phenomenon, 0%. GOAT, 0%. The Definition, 0%. Todd Smith, 0%. Exit 13, 0%. Mama Said Knock You Out, 8%. Radio, 8%. 10, 17%. Bigger and Deafer, 17%. Mr. Smith, 50%. There you have it. So, for once in a long time, my opinion lines up with you guys' opinion. Mr. Smith is LL best album, according to you, according to me. So if you guys agree, disagree, let me know something in the comment section. Again, this is an ongoing convo, so y'all holler back at your boy Q. We'll chop it up. So yeah, that's it. I'm gone. Peace.
Hey, yeah.